Welcome to Pop Goes the Country, this week starring Eddie Rabbitt and a pretty girl, no less than Miss Sammy Smith. And here to open our show, our star, Hank Williams Jr.
Travel when I'm headed for home, way down in Dixie where I'll never more roam. I know a girl that's been waiting around. She likes to boogie woogie when I'm in town. I mean Mobile, down in Alabama, where the breeze is blowing. That's where I'm bound. This is the reason I'm saying goodbye. I get so lonesome that I'm ready to cry. Everybody been so nice to me. I hate to leave old Tennessee. Hello, Mobile, down in Alabama, where the breeze is blowing. That's where I'm bound. Hello. Love that Mobile boogie. Good old Mobile, down in Alabama, where the breeze is blowing. That's where I'm bound. Way down in Mobile, good old Alabama, where the breeze is blowing. That's where I'm bound. I'll get it later. Talking about Mobile, down in Alabama, where the breeze is blowing. That's where I'm bound. Talking about Mobile, way down in Alabama, where the breeze is blowing. That's where I'm bound. Going down. Mobile boogie.
Now, would you folks welcome Hank Williams Jr. to Pop Goes the Country?
Here I am, once again, with hair on my chinny chin.
Did you ever learn to play the banjo?
I had some good instructors, Grandpa Jones, Sonny Osborne, and Earl Scruggs.
But I went on tour with you one time when you were learning, and Waylon Jennings was on the tour, and you about drove us crazy. Grandpa was
That's
on the
how
tour?
you learn to play the banjo, over and over and over.
In the
Three
men's
fingers.
room?
That's right.
In the dressing room?
That's right.
Backstage? While all the other singers are working?
About 3 years in the bus, drive the band crazy. That's how you learn to play. You have to enjoy it. It wasn't work, it was fun.
But you must have made everybody around you hate banjo.
Oh, they couldn't stand it. They were not bluegrass fans.
Did Earl Scruggs help you?
Earl, when he had that car wreck, he called me about a week or two after he got out of the hospital. Said, come on over, we're going to practice some more. That really impressed me quite a lot for him to do that.
Well, you had some good teachers.
Very good.
We're going to ease over here to another friend of mine. And she's a little old sweet singing darling from Globe, Arizona these days. Would you welcome my friend, Miss Sammy Smith?
If you could see me now, the one who said that she'd rather roam, the one who said she'd rather be alone. If you could only see me now, if I could hold you now, just for a moment, if I could really make you mine, just for tonight, turn back the hands of time. child. If you could only hear me now. But I've been too long in the wind and too long in the rain, taking any comfort that I can. I've been looking back and longing for the freedom of my chains and lying in your loving arms again. I can almost feel your loving arms again.
Way to go, Sam. Sam, hit me again with what the Apache folks call you.
Espiri.
Ishpidi?
Espiri.
Now, Sammy, I might add, has been adopted by the Apache Nation. Ishpidi?
San Carlos Apache.
All right. And that means
Little quail.
little quail. Ishpidi?
Espiri.
All right. If I fool around with this long enough, I might learn to say it.
Well, it's really still not right, but that's okay. I don't say it right either.
Ishpidi.
Ishpidi.
All right, little quail. I think we'll move to another song here. And this particular song is to be sung by one of the hottest of the new breed of country singers. Here's Eddie Rabbitt.
Maybe it's a man's world, but girls make it go round. And I wouldn't get a nickel for my piece of ground if it weren't for my lady standing on it sweet and proud. Come on, lady, love me now. 'Cause I'm gonna do you right tonight. Turn on your light tonight. So lay right back and ease your mind. Honey, I'm gonna take my time. I'm gonna do you right tonight. Oh, Hazel-eyed lady, you got the softest hands. You make me feel like I got more than any man. And if you give me the time, honey, I'll love you more than anyone you knew before. And I'm gonna do you right tonight. Turn on your light tonight. So lay right back and ease your mind. Honey, I'm gonna take my time. I'm gonna do you right tonight. Do you right tonight? Do you right tonight? So lay right back and ease your mind. Honey, I'm gonna take my time. I'm gonna do you right tonight. Do you right tonight? Oh, do you right tonight? So lay right back and ease your mind. Honey, I'm gonna take my time. I'm gonna do you right tonight. Do you right tonight? Oh, gonna do you right tonight.
My friend Eddie Rabbitt wrote a song called Kentucky Rain one time for Elvis Presley. And as a result, you finally got to meet the great man, didn't you, Eddie?
I did. The publishing company sent me out to Las Vegas, where he was appearing at the International Hotel. And I got to hear him up in the sound booth real close. It was great. And then they told me a little later that they'd take me down to meet him in his dressing room. I didn't know what an ordeal that would be till I got to it. But what happened is after the show, this friend of Elvis's took me down, and they have about 3 or 4 basements and sub-basements, everything. So we went around and around and passed a bunch of guys in walkie-talkies saying, who's coming? Eddie Rabbitt and so-and-so. Okay, let them through. This is about every 4 steps. This is pretty heavy, you know. So I finally got down to the dressing room, which must have been 10 floors under the ground. And I'm waiting outside the door all by myself there, me and the guard, just kind of standing out there. And the door opens, and they say, come on in. So I went in, and they have a little dressing room just before you get into his main dressing room. And a lot of people milling around, you know, the stars out in Vegas and all. And I see Elvis out there in the distance in a white suit, and this friend of mine calls him over and says, Elvis, I'd like you to meet the guy who wrote Kentucky Rain. So Elvis comes up, and he says, this is Eddie Rabbitt, he wrote Kentucky Rain. And Elvis turns around and says, nice to meet you. Shakes my hand, turns away, you know, and walks away. And I go back out the door, you know. I felt like a bouquet of roses. I went in and I went right out.
That was it?
And that was it. Nice to meet you.
that was the entire meeting?
That was it. Nice to meet you. So I went back up the stairs again and past all these guys, saying, okay, let him through. He's been down there. And it was quite an ordeal.
But you had met Elvis.
I met Elvis.
Well, let's meet somebody else now, Eddie. All right? Let's meet Hank Williams, Jr.
I can see the home fires are burning and the kids playing in the yard as the red sun is slowly fading on this rock and roll cowboy's farm. Now I wish I had my woman to kiss and love and hold me tight, but the only thing in my arms is my guitar tonight. Now, honey, won't you call me? It gets so lonely on the road. If I heard your sweet voice, oh darling, I'd turn around and come back home. Well, I dreamed that I had you with me. I smell the perfume in your hair. You were laying so warm beside me, telling me how much you cared. But I woke up without you, darling, to tell me everything's alright. And the only thing in my arms is my guitar tonight. Honey, won't you call me? It gets so lonely on the road. If I heard your sweet voice, oh darling, I'd turn around and come back home. Well, I've seen the beauty of a Texas rose and a sun-painted desert sky, but even crystal clear Montana mornings don't compare to what I see in your eyes. Honey, won't you call me? Hey, I get so lonely on the road. If I heard your sweet voice, oh darling, I'd turn around and come back home.
Thought I was over you. Thought I could start anew. I got a new job, new friends on the other side of town. But here you are again, just like a long lost friend. And when I touched your hand, it started it all over again. And I can't help myself. Here comes that feeling, just like a raging river rushing over me. No, I can't help myself. Here I go far washing over me. No, I can't help myself. Here I go falling, head over heels, falling for you again. Head over heels, falling for you again.
Sometimes when I'm down and all alone, and I'm just like a child without no home, is that old love you give me that keeps me hanging on, honey, and all I ever need is you. You're my first love, you're my last, and you're my future, you're my past. And I guess loving you is all I'll ever ask, honey, 'cause all I ever need is you. The seasons come and they go, and we watch the melting snow. But sure as summer follows spring, all the things you do give me a reason to feel my world around you. Some men follow rainbows up their toe. Oh, some look for silver, some for gold. But I have found my treasure in your soul, honey. All I ever need is you. Oh, without love I could not find a way through the ups and downs of every day. And I will not sleep at night until you say, honey, honey, that all I ever need is you. Oh, honey, honey, all I ever need is you. My little honey, honey, all I ever need is you. Take it.
We have had a wonderful time visiting with you this week on Pop Goes the Country, and I'd like to thank Hank Williams Jr. Hank, I forgot to call you Bo Cephas, and that's how you're billed these days, isn't it?
Well, some of us know it's Bo Cephas, some of us Hank Jr., depending on what age you are. I guess, how do you know me, Ralph?
Well, that put me in my place, didn't it? Anyway, I did enjoy having you on the show.
I thought it was outrageous, and I want to thank all the Bama Band for supplying the music for us.
Also, we'd like to thank Eddie Rabbit. Eddie Rabbiti? Oh, Eddie Rabbit.
It used to be Rabini.
And they cut that down. And, of course, Miss Sammy Smith is always charming and delightful to watch and listen to.
Oh, wow.
Wasn't that good?
Yeah, that was really neat.
That's how we coached. You coached me on
Yeah.
that. That's our show this week. And here's Hank Williams Jr. to close our show, and we'll see you next week on Pop Goes the Country.
I moved on down to Sweet Home, Alabama in 1974. I had to get out of Music City and I had to get off the road. Cause the woman she loved, but the people wouldn't let me sing nothing but them old sad songs. And I had to get high so I wouldn't cry. You know, they hit kind of close to home. I'm feeling better now that I'm back on the road, getting it together between making and muscle show. Started turning up loud, looking at the crowd and bending them guitar strings. I knew all the while, though it was my style, could they ever forget my name? I rocked them and Raleigh, knocked them out of Knoxville, we just couldn't do no wrong. The people went wild, Charlie Daniels said, child, better keep on playing your song. I'm feeling better now that I'm back on the road, getting it together between making and muscle show.